9 raised to power x minus 4 times 3 plus 3 is equals to 0. Then, in solving this, it's still the same thing as what we have done before. So here, you have to break this. You know that this, or we can say rearrange the equation so here it will give us 3 squared x minus 4 times 3 plus 3, and this is equals to 0. Mind you, this is 3 raised to power x here, x there. Okay? So here, we are still going to do what we did before. Like here, this will give us 3x all squared minus 4 times 3 raised to power x plus 3, and this is equals to 0. So what we are going to do now is that we can use any figure. Any place we see 3 raised to power x, we can put any figure to represent it. Maybe I would like to decide to use, let's say, p. So it then means I can say let 3 raised to power x is equals to p. Okay? So what it means that any place I see 3 raised to power x, I will put p. And once I do that here, I will see p here. I will see 3 raised to power x here. So I put my p. So it becomes p squared minus 4. I will see 3 raised to power x, which is the same thing as p. And this is plus 3 equals to 0. So as I get this, I will now factorize. Factorize. So in this case, it might be that p, because if you have factorize p squared, to give us p and p. So we have 2p here, 1 here, 1 there. Then I will factorize 3 here. If the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. And you have to do it in such a way that by the time you add, you have 4p. By the time you multiply, you have plus 3. So here, the factors becomes 3 and 1. So this will give me minus, minus. Okay? So if I want to find out if the factors I'm using is correct, I will say p times p. It will give me p squared. P times minus 1, I will have minus p. P times minus 3, I have minus 3p. And minus 3 times minus 1 will give me plus 3. So by the time I will add it, I will have p squared minus 4p plus 3. And this is the same thing as what I have here. So I will group it like this. Group this as this. So in this case, I will have p minus 3 and p minus 1. And this is equals to 0. So from here, it now means that p minus 3 equals 0, or p minus 1 equals 0. Okay? But we don't need p. Remember we said let 3x, because what we are looking for is the value of x, not p. So by the time I will come back here, I will now say 3 raised to power x is equals to p, and this p is equals to what? 3. Or, in this case, I can say 3 raised to power x is equals to p, and this p is equals to what? Minus 1. Okay? Sorry, is equals to 1. Then, I don't need the p. What I'm looking for is what? X. So here, I will have it that 3 raised to power x is equals to 3. And mind you, this 3 is raised to power 1 here. Or, in this case, 3 raised to power x is equals to 1. And mind you, in the law of indices, it says anything raised to power 0 is 1. So if I can say 3 raised to power 0, the value is what? 1, which is this. So I have 3 raised to power x equals to 3. So from here, x is equals to 1. Or in this case, 3 raised to power x is equals to 3 raised to power 0. So x is equals to 0. So these are the answers. X equals to 1 or x equals to 0. This is the answer to this equation. So this is the end of this topic. Always subscribe to my channel and likes. If you have any question, go to my comment section. I'm always there to attend to you. Thank you and God bless.